Hey everybody, it's time for another Tony's Tidbits. And today I'm doing the pros and cons and tips for the Philips 4300 LatteGo. And so I'll go through a few things that I've learned over the 2 years that I've had this machine. Now this is probably a 2-year review of the machine as well because I'm still loving it. It still has everything that I need and it does everything that I want. So here's tip number one. Well, actually it's not a tip. This is actually one of my favorite things, which is my drink of choice. It is the latte macchiato. And I prefer this with an extra shot of espresso. Now, if you have the LatteGo 5400 series, it actually allows you to do that extra shot. But I have the 4300. All I have to do is press the espresso button again and it will give me another shot. So I have, I'll demonstrate what that looks like and enjoy a cup of coffee. So I like to keep this little cup here when it starts up the machine because it does rinse the actual nozzles here. So I do keep that. It's already started. It's already rinsed. So I'll put this on the side. And I prefer my LatteGo with a mixture of sweet cream and almond milk. So sweet cream creamer and almond milk. So I'm going to brew a latte macchiato here. So I'm going to just put this glass underneath the spout. And I'll put in the LatteGo creamer like that. And then I'll move this forward a little bit so that the LatteGo can foam the milk into it. And then I'll push latte macchiato with my settings, which is the green profile, and I'll hit play. See, the almond milk also provides pretty good froth. And then I got the sweet cream in here that gives the sweetness to the milk. So it's a great option, especially if you're on keto diets or if you're just not, or lactose intolerant. This combination seems to work very well. Now that the frothing is complete, it'll start to brew the espresso. And I love these double-walled vacuum insulated mugs. It gives it a very nice look to your coffee. And not only that, but it keeps it warm. So that is the single brew of the latte macchiato. Now again, I like to actually add another espresso. So once it's complete, I'll click espresso and hit play, and it'll just give me another shot of espresso. And that is my favorite drink. That's my favorite drink right there. The latte macchiato with an extra shot of espresso. And you can see the stratification here. Beautifully done. Another tip. If you want a actual larger cappuccino, because it kind of is light on this machine, get a larger cup and then just run the cappuccino cycle twice, and that way you'll get a larger by volume cappuccino. Another tip here is when the LatteGo in your cycle has completed, you want to always use and rinse the LatteGo container. And so what I do is I take my little cup here, I'll push clean, quick rinse. Next, would you like to start the milk system cleaning? I'll hit OK. And then what I'll do is I'll hold this particular cup up to the spout and hit play. This way the milk does not go everywhere, and also it helps this reserve from filling up so much. So now that I'm clean, I'll just place that here and I'll remove the LatteGo, and it's ready to go into the refrigerator. I'll show you an example of the startup and shutdown of the machine. I always keep this cup here, and as it's starting up, it does rinse the nozzles, but also when it shuts down, it'll also rinse the nozzles. So I'll hit the power down, it's gonna rinse, and it's gonna go right into the cup. This saves the drip tray from filling up too much. So this is another tip. That's it, and everything goes here, and then I can just easily dump that particular water out. The top of the LatteGo is not heated, so these are basically where you place the cups just for storage, but it does not heat up the cups itself. These are a 5.4 double wall cups, and I highly recommend getting double walled vacuum insulated glass cups. Just looks nicer, and also it keeps the coffee warm. Now this particular one allows you to give you a double shot of espresso that leaves some room if you want to add some cream. I highly recommend this. I'll put a link in the description. These are great to use, but if you're using or drinking your cappuccinos or a double cappuccino or anything with any other milk drinks, what you want to use is a larger one. Now these, I'll put a link in the description for these. These are larger, it has a wider head on it, so that when you put it under the spout, it actually can sit in the milk frother, can froth the milk directly into the cup. It's also double walled as well in glass. These are stackable. The only downside to this is that this particular brand does not fit very well into the top of the machine. Now it fits just over, so it's not bad, but I still prefer to put this in the cupboard. But I'll show you what it looks like if I stack them onto the machine. Doesn't look so bad actually. It's been 2 years now, and let's go through some of the pros and the cons of the LatteGo. This one happens to be the 4300 Philips LatteGo. Number one, I love the LatteGo container. It allows me to have the milk drinks and the frothing in a very easy way to just add the container, push the button, and I get homemade specialty coffee. So definitely the reason why we bought this was during the COVID pandemic, and we wanted to have really good coffee without having to leave our home. So this machine definitely fit the bill. The other pro to this is that it has a hopper for full whole beans. So this whole bean coffee bean hopper allows us to have the freshness of the coffee as it's grinding right before it's brewing the coffee. So I definitely enjoy a freshly brewed coffee instead of the pre-ground coffee that you get from other coffee makers. So, and I love the variety of drinks. You have your espresso, your coffee, your Americano, cappuccino. We bought this machine because it has latte macchiatos. The other machines besides the 5400 has the latte macchiato option, cafe au lait, and then other drinks as well. And as a bonus, I'll show you how to make a flat white on the 4300, whereas it does not have that option on the 4300, but it does on the 5400. Some of the cons about this system. The cons is the water reservoir is a little light. It doesn't hold a lot of volume of water. It's not bad because I can always just add more water, so it's not a problem. The other con that I see, and I don't think it's a con because this machine is, let's say, you know, it can be found for $699 up to $1,000, is the constant maintenance. Now, I only do this once a week, so it's not bad. Every Sunday, what I do is I'll take out the brew group, I'll rinse it, and I'll put it back in. I'll clean the drip tray, of course. So that's sort of regular weekly maintenance. Every other week, I'll do a deep clean, and I'll clean the inside, I'll clean the drip tray, and also the brew group. And quarterly, actually monthly, what I do is I'll remove everything, clean it, and also lubricate the O-rings. This gives the machine and allows it to operate in its most optimal performance. Now, if you don't do these things, your LatteGo may not froth as well. You may not get the espresso that you prefer. So I highly recommend having the diligence of cleaning the machine on a weekly basis. At a minimum, please clean your brew group. That's all the cons. There's other machines out there. That's the Brewing that allows you to actually has the hopper but has a metal brew group. Actually, that's another con, is that the brew group is plastic. So it doesn't allow the pressure, the same amount of pressure as a normal espresso machine like you would get from an industrial or a coffee house. Usually a metal brew group would be better, but I mean, for the convenience of a Superautomatic, I don't mind having a brew group like that. The Brewing I was mentioning before actually has a metal sort of I guess latch that forces the water through the metal holder, coffee holder, which is better just because it allows additional pressure, and you'll get a true espresso like drink that's really rich, really sweet, that comes from the beans. But for the convenience, this is definitely what I was looking for, because I wanted a one button push cappuccino. As a bonus, this is how to make the flat white from on your 4300, which is not currently an option. I'll remove this and I'll set the cup here. You're gonna need the milk frother, so I'll put that here. What you want to do, and I'll zoom in here really close, is you'll want to go to more drinks and go down to ristretto, hit OK. You want max beans. You want to come over here, and I usually put like a 0.7. Actually, you want this to be 2, and you want you want to brew the ristretto, and then I'll show you how to get the milk froth out. So here is the ristretto. So again, that's max beans, 2 ounces of ristretto, and that's going to come out here. That's a long pull of an espresso, which is a ristretto, all right? And what we're gonna do here is I'll come back up to the menu. I'll go to It has to complete first. We'll go to more drinks. We'll go to milk froth, and we'll do 3.7 ounces of milk froth, okay? And then, so I'll hit play, and it's going to start frothing that milk into the ristretto, giving you a flat white. Move this down a little bit. Oh, actually it's not gonna come out of there, so. Here's the froth for the milk. So for a flat white, you want pretty much more milk than coffee. So we did 2 ounces of the ristretto, 3.7 ounces of the milk froth, and there you go. A flat white coffee. Who said you can't do it in the 4300? It's just not a pre-configured option. So I showed you how to make my favorite drink, the latte macchiato with an extra shot of espresso, and I'll tell you, it is extra good today. I showed you how to also do a flat white out of the LatteGo 4300, and also some of the pros and cons that I've experienced using the machine. I love the machine. It still serves its purpose. It's been 2 years now, whereas I've had some other machines that used a container of pre-ground coffee. You would put it in and dispense, and those machines sometimes would die within a year. So I definitely enjoy the Philips LatteGo 4300. If you want the all touch screen panel and the option for flat white, go with the 5400. It also gives you one other thing, which is the extra shot of espresso, which is pretty nice and convenient. Again, if this has helped you in any way, please give this video a thumbs up. And if you want to receive future videos, please hit subscribe and the notification bell. Again, this is Tony with Tony's Tidbits. Until next time.